Toby, it was a couple Saturdays ago the Pirates competed at Willamette in the Bulls Invitational. Tell us how it went.
You know, it was a good meet. The meet wasn't as large as in past years, but the competition was good, and we had a chance for almost all of our athletes to compete, and we saw some big improvements and some PRs.
You are heading into that time of year where the end of the season is in sight. So how does the training change for you and the focus change as we get into this time of year?
Yeah, we're trying to get the athletes to be more competitive, which sounds kind of silly, but in sports we need to compete and not just, train and race for times, but actually try to beat other competitors. And sometimes in track and cross country, people get caught up in times and marks and not in actual racing. And so we've been spending some time on that, as well as just working on just getting faster. And again, that maybe sounds silly, but we do so much base training over the summer and then a lot of longer intervals at the beginning of the year. So now we're trying to get just faster to where we can just run faster races.
The last tune-up before you get into the championship portion of the season coming up this weekend, Lewis and Clark Invitational. It's a course you're familiar with. You've run it in Estacada several times. How will it play into our strengths?
It's going to be a very different meet this year than any other year. The new coach there has brought in, I think, 30 teams. There's going to be about 250 to 300 athletes per race, so it'll be by far the biggest race that we've ever been. In the past, we've gone to this race, and our women's team have won it, several times, and it's been a very good competitive race, but a real nice tune-up for conference. This is not going to be that. This is going to be a very large invitational, which we haven't had this year, and without cross country last year, it'll probably be the biggest race any of our athletes have run in about 3 or 4 years.